Moving on now, and emergency workers in Germany and Belgium are still searching for hundreds of people missing after heavy flooding. More than 150 have now been confirmed dead. That figure is expected to increase. Rescue efforts are being hampered by collapsed roads and damaged communication lines. VAESSEN reports now from the German town of Sinzig, where cleanup efforts have begun.
They were trapped in their rooms on the first floor when the water rose up to 4 meters in no time. At least 12 residents of this home for disabled people died before they could be moved to safety. Across the street, GABRIELA WALD watched the neighborhood swiftly turn into a swirling river and feared the worst.
Die haben es in der unteren Etage nicht geschafft. Man konnte sie nicht retten.
The people on the lower floors have not made it out. I don't know exactly what happened, but the next morning those who survived were evacuated from their balconies. It's absolutely horrible.
Living in this region his whole life, Herman Engel still can't comprehend what he saw when the water came.
Panic. No panic.
I wasn't just shocked, I panicked. I quickly took out the car, as well as my dog and the 2 cats belonging to my daughter that we were taking care of. This sort of destruction I've never seen before. Flooding, yes, but not tree branches floating away.
He was lucky enough to be moved to safety and to find his house still standing upon return. Others saw their homes washed away by water or destroyed by landslides. Many remain missing. Nobody expected that a few days of torrential rain could have such a widespread catastrophic impact. Confronted with the sheer power of water, people here are wondering what happened and where all this water came from, raising questions about the effects of climate change and if what was called this once-in-a-century flood would now happen more frequently.
People are saying that this might happen, like, for now, every 5-10 years or something like that, so I'm not sure. I mean, like, we try to learn from this.
Together with relatives and friends, HUYENG is trying to clean up the mess at her family house, not knowing where to start. They tried to return on Thursday but had to leave once again.
The water was still here. We tried to get in the house and get everything up on the highest point in the house. So, and then we just grabbed also some stuff that we could see that we knew, okay, this is important, and then we just left.
The extent of the damage won't be known for days or perhaps weeks, but the memories and trauma of this twist of nature will likely remain with the people here for much longer.
And a short time ago, Stepp sent us this update from Bonn in Germany.
For the first time in days, the sun came out just a tiny bit, but evacuations are still ongoing. In the middle of the night, hundreds of people, up to 700, have been evacuated because a dam burst near Kreisberg, that's near Cologne. And the reason for that was that the waters in the Netherlands on the other side of the border were also so high that they closed the floodgates there. So the water came back to Germany and really led to some serious problems at the dam. So the German authorities had to call to the Netherlands. This is a border region, so of course all the authorities are taking their own measures and it's very difficult to coordinate this disaster. Meanwhile, also evacuation still ongoing from nursing homes, hospitals, buildings that are really damaged as well. I spoke to a person in a nursing home. Up to the 2nd floor the water was, and there were people living above their 80s and 90s. So very dire situation still, although in some places the water is receding, in other places it's still very high, especially near the border regions of the Netherlands and Belgium. Authorities are trying their best. 19,000 rescue workers are on these locations. At the moment, the army is trying to get to a place in Erfstadt where landslides were happening and cars were basically swimming away with people still in it. So the rescue workers from the army are trying to recover probably bodies from these cars right now, but of course they're completely overwhelmed. And what I saw yesterday was mainly people helping each other, and that's a positive thing coming from this very dire situation, people really helping each other. There are lots of volunteers, also people offering help, come into our houses, offering food. So there's a really coordinated effort from the people themselves happening right now here in the western part of Germany.
Well, still ahead here.